Good morning, Cypress Village. Happy Friday to all, and welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. Today is Friday, January 15th, and we're glad to have you. Today, as always, we have a lot of new information to share with our residents, and we're going to kick it off today with Susan McLean, our Director of Resident Services. Obviously, Susan has a huge project and a huge task that she is coordinating in conjunction with Katie Amador and some of our other key players to make sure that our residents get the COVID-19 vaccination as timely and conveniently as possible. We're going to transition from Susan and the vaccination update to David Green. David Green has information on some projects that are currently underway and some projects that are going to be forthcoming. Followed by David, we're going to have Anthony Bone, our Director of Housekeeping Services. He is going to give an update to our residents, which is a little bit of a bonus, we feel, but we feel that our residents here deserve it based on everything that we've been throughout 2019 and into 2020 into 2021. Excuse me. It's been a long day. It's been a long week, so I apologize. We're going to follow up Anthony Bone with Nick LaLiberty, our Director of Administrative Services. He has additional update, I think, with some dates regarding the facial recognition technology that we are going to be installing here at Cypress Village in the very near future, as well as some other IT updates and security updates. Thomas Rivers will provide the Burger of the Week from Dining Services. He may have some other information he's going to share, but he will be up here forthcoming in the near future. And last but not least, our Director of Community Life Services, Katie Amador, is going to give updates on everything that's going on, the happenings of the week here at Cypress Village. So I hope you enjoy today, and I will wrap it up with COVID-19 updates as well as wishing our residents happy birthdays for the week. Enjoy, and thank you.
Hi, happy Friday, everybody. It's Susan McLean, Director of Resident Services here at Cypress Village, and it has been a great week for us. We had our first COVID vaccination clinic on Monday, and that went really well for the independent living. And then on Wednesday was all day long was the independent living, and it went flawlessly, if I do say, thanks to my great team that I have backing me. And then this Saturday, we will have another round of COVID vaccinations going out for the independent living. And by the end of that day, this past week, we will have successfully vaccinated probably well over 600 people here at Cypress Village. That is a fantastic feat. We do have confirmed dates coming up. If you have not received your vaccination, then definitely, fill out the consent form, drop it off to concierge, and we will get you scheduled. So don't fear. We have February 1st, let me look at my notes here, 3rd, 6th, and the 24th. So there's still plenty of time to get it. Now, let me do tell you that you are supposed to be getting a vaccination card once you get your first one and your second vaccine. However, I'm hanging on to those. So when you go in for your second vaccination, I will have your card and give it to you. And if you would like me to, I can make copies. And so that way we can keep them in your file. If you ever, need it, you can't find it, you've misplaced it, whatever, we will always have a copy for you. But other than that, things are going great. So hope you have a great weekend and see you around the property.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Just a couple updates from the maintenance department. The pool will be closed until Sunday morning. The application for the non-slip on the tile is going on right now, and it's going on very well. But we want to give it one day to harden before we allow people to get back on there and water get on it and hopefully not ruin the surface. So Sunday morning, security will open the pool at 8 o'clock and it will go back to normal operations after that. Only other update I have is the power washing at the homes is going well. They're still on Middleton Park West. They should be hitting Myrika and Gardonia this coming week. And if they get through there, Middleton Park East will be next. So if you have any other questions, please call Jennifer in the maintenance department. Otherwise, have a great weekend.
Good afternoon and happy Friday, Cypress Village. I'm here to talk about housekeeping, some projects that we got coming and we've done already. And if I forget something, it's going to come in the newsletter. So I'm going to start with Eagle Hall because of vaccination and so many people that we have. We are sanitizing carpet and floors twice a week. So you could be happy. It's been sanitized at nighttime. We're doing that. We're doing also the bathrooms. The grout is steaming all the bathrooms in the property and the main entrance. If you take a look, you're going to see it wider. Another project that I got going on, the wood floors in Luna's restaurant and part of the lobby, it's been done. So it's shining a little bit more. We got another project. If you haven't seen the white curtains, right? I took them off, and it's a weekly project. I take them to a dry clean. They do them for us, and we bring them back and put them back on, and they look fabulous. So we continue with that project. After we finish the lobby and the pool area, we're gonna do the restaurant. And another project that's coming up, that's going to be more details. We're going to give you more details in newsletter, and we'll send letters. It's the balconies again. In February, the beginning of February, we're going to start with balconies. Clean the windows, the ground, and I know everybody wants to be outside. Of course, the virus. So you're going to have beautiful balconies and windows and the floors. Thanks to Cypress Village, this is going to be like a thank you for all the things you've been through this year. So we're going to do that. That project, you know, it's not all the time. We did it last year, but we're going to do it again.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Coffee Chat. You have Nick here with you, the Administrative Services Director. First thing I wanted to touch on today was the facial recognition software that's coming to Cypress Village. I've been getting a lot of questions on that. There's a lot of confusion on what it is, how it works. So I just wanted to kind of clear some things up. This is basically to make your life easier. We are installing these units that's almost like an iPad at the entryways, the key entryways, where residents enter and exit the most. Therefore, you won't have to call that number anymore. It'll screen you automatically, say, hey, this person's okay, and then it'll trigger the access control and open the door for you. So you won't be waiting out there. You won't even have to put your bags down. You're just gonna have to put your face there, and then the door is gonna open. We did our final phone call yesterday, so we are getting close here. I don't want to put an exact date on it, but we're getting close. As soon as we start installing all these things, we're going to do a few photo days with the residents that don't have photos. That way we can send that off to the company to have them input that into their system so it recognizes you, triggers the lock, lets you in. So as this proceeds a little bit more, there'll be more information coming out, but I just wanted to kind of clear some things up. The other thing I wanted to touch on was the parking. It's getting pretty bad out there with cars hanging over the sidewalks, cars parking on the grass. When you hang your car over the sidewalk, you impede people who have mobility issues. So people in a motor chair, they have to go over the grass out in the street. That's extremely dangerous. I've seen people tip over. We're not having it anymore. So going forward, if we see it again, we're going to ticket you, and then it's just going to be a fine. We're just going to start fining people. So I just wanted to be, I know I've said it 100 times, but it's gotten a little bit out of control. So I just wanted to warn everybody that this is the last warning. Scams, they're coming back. So there's a new one out there with PayPal. One of the residents actually sent me this email. I thank her very much. that there's a PayPal scam coming out here, and basically they're fishing for account information, personal information, anything like that. So again, if you see anything that you think, hey, this is a little bit weird, this is a little bit odd, do not hesitate to reach out to me. Do not click on anything that you think is a little bit odd, because you could let somebody into all your personal information. The last thing I wanted to touch on was the Wi-Fi. That is finally complete. So now we have building-wide Wi-Fi throughout the whole building here. So you can access CV resident, CV guest, not CV admin, but those two are the primary ones for the residents here. What we're going to do is, I don't want to broadcast the password out, throughout, YouTube and all that stuff. So we're going to make little cards. We're going to put them in everybody's boxes and kiosks on how to access that information. And it's exciting. We're going to, it's 2021, so we got a lot of exciting projects coming up here. And I hope you have a good new year. Thanks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Loons Nest on this beautiful Friday morning. We have the burger of the week for next week coming up for you. So to start off, we have a chorizo ground beef burger topped with Swiss cheese, fresh avocado, fresh lime pico de gallo, and an orange honey sour cream to top it all off.
Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Happy Friday. I just have a few quick updates today. One being the Loons Nest winter menu. So we're going to begin this on Tuesday, January 19th. So look for the menus that are going to be coming out in your boxes and kiosks this coming Friday. A couple sneak peek items just to get your mouth watering. We have a shrimp scampi ravioli that I'm very excited about. The French fries we're changing up. I'm against my better wishes or wills. We're going to be making the French fry the same one as the dining room, so it'll be a straight cut French fry with that crispy coating around it. So those of you who've been asking for that, you can enjoy those French fries there. The mac and cheese is also going to be changing. We're going to take a break from the smoked Gouda mac and cheese, and we're going to move to a beer cheese mac and cheese, which is another one of my specialties. And we have a short rib queso grilled cheese sandwich. It's got braised short ribs, a nice rich queso cheese, some sauteed peppers, and some fried onion rings on sourdough bread. That's one I'm very excited about. So just a couple little sneak peek items for you. So look for those menus in your boxes. And again, don't order any of that food till Tuesday, because if you do, you won't get it. Gourmet dinner is coming back beginning this month, January 26th. That's Tuesday. So they're going to be the last Tuesday of the month, every month. So you can call 807-6143 to sign up for those and sign up with Tyler Ramos. If you haven't called already, go ahead and call back. Tyler's been out of the office. He's coming back tomorrow. He should be back. So he'll be getting all those messages and reaching out to everyone. We are going to make some upgrades to the coffee station that's in the main lobby. We're going to do a little beautification on it and make it look a little more welcoming and easy on the eyes. So one thing I ask whenever using the coffee station, either now or in the future, just to make sure to sanitize your hands before grabbing any cups, grabbing any creamers, grabbing anything, touching the machine. We want to keep everybody safe, so just make sure you're doing the right thing. I always sanitize before, after, during. Never can be too careful. We have the Around the Dining Table meeting coming up on the 27th of this month at 1 p.m. in Egret Hall. And again, Around the Dining Table is a meeting where I basically give it some updates on dining. Residents can ask me any questions they have, in regards to dining, offer suggestions, concerns, etc. So it's really just an open forum and a chance to hear any additional updates we have going on. We also have menu chat, which we moved from the 13th of this month to the 20th. So that's going to be Wednesday the 20th at 1 p.m. in Egret Hall.
Hello, Cypress Village residents, and happy Friday. It's Katie from the Activities Department, reporting live on Coffee Chat. I have just a couple of updates for you all this week. The first being that Laurel Mundell has officially begun her maternity leave, so I will be taking over her role as communications manager and executive assistant. So with that being said, I am going to divert all community life services or activities related inquiries, questions, ideas to Brianne and Tiffany during the next few weeks. And they will be kind of filtering those and obviously loop me in if I'm needed. If you are needing to speak with me directly, feel free to give me a call or an email. Otherwise, I highly suggest you reach out to Brianne and Tiffany, and they can kind of be the first point of contact. Their phone number is 904-807-6224, or you can email us at residentprograms@cypressvillage.retirement.com. And all three of us are on that email, so between the three of us, we should be able to tag team that and get you a response within 24 business hours. My next update is regarding the activities weekly update that will be going out this weekend. Attached to that update, we are going to include a handout, a half page or double half page handout. The top will be a birthday confirmation form, which I highly suggest all of our new residents to complete, and any existing residents who have had trouble with their birthday being correct on lists in the past. I highly suggest those residents complete the form as well. And then the bottom half of that page will be a sign-up form for our email distribution list. So if you're not already included on our email distribution list, I highly suggest you sign up if you're interested. That email distribution list is where we send the daily schedules, digital copies of the weekly update, digital copies of the monthly calendar, newsletter, and sign-up form, and also any last-minute changes and updates. So it's definitely something that will help to keep you in the loop as far as activities are concerned. And my last update is just that if you have not already signed up for a vaccine and wish to do so, please call me directly at 904-807-6114, and I can talk you through the process, see if we already have your paperwork on file, and if we don't have your paperwork, I can certainly get you a blank copy and help you to complete that and get that turned in so that we can get you on the schedule. But otherwise, I hope you all are having a great week. It's Friday. I'm happy it's Friday. I hope that you're happy it's Friday, and I look forward to seeing y'all around the community, and those of you who are getting your vaccines tomorrow on Saturday, I will see y'all then. But otherwise, have a great day and happy Friday.
Thank you, Katie. Welcome back. I'm going to give some COVID-19 updates. I always start with the state of Florida. The state of Florida is currently up to 1.5 million new cases, or not new cases, but confirmed cases of COVID-19, resulting in just shy of 24,000 deaths throughout the state. A little bit closer to home, Duval County has 73 confirmed cases overall, resulting in just under 800 deaths total. The state of Florida overall has been trending with new cases. It's actually, a little bit positive here. It's still a high number, but it is plateauing somewhere in the 13 to 14,000 range on a daily basis, probably averaging 14,000, but at least it's not spiking. It's somewhat declining and plateauing. Hopefully we continue to see that trend over the next coming weeks and months. That's what we're looking for. The same with the death rate. The death rate is continuing to still show a decline based on the overall confirmed number of cases, and is in the last few days has been in the 20 to 40 range versus the hundreds. So trying to look for some positivity in all of the chaos. Also, another positive note is we did kick off the vaccines for all of our residents here last week. Our skilled nursing and assisted living residents had received, and memory care residents had received the vaccine. And as of this week, we started vaccinating all residents, including IL, villa, and house dwellers. So that is all positive as well. In regards to some statistics here at Cypress Village, we have currently 5 residents that have COVID-19, all of which, as far as I know today, are stable. and in recovery. On the other side, our employees, we have currently 17 associates or employees that have confirmed COVID that are out, which, as I mentioned last week, puts a tremendous strain on the operation. So one of those 17 happens to be Laurel Mundell. So if any of you have been trying to reach Laurel, she is out and she is doing okay. She is stable, but as you all know, she's also very, very pregnant. And she's due to have her child here within the next couple weeks. So we will keep Laurel in our thoughts and prayers, and I hope that you all do as well. We do not know if she will return before she has her baby. If she does not return, our transition plan with Laurel is to have Katie Amador take a step out of resident programs, not completely, but probably 60 to 70% of the time, to assist us in filling Laurel's role as communication manager and also executive assistant. So Katie's going to be spread very thin, especially over the next 30 days until we get through the vaccinations, and hopefully testing frequency, backs down to once a week again. But that doesn't look likely here in the very near future. The current positivity rate in Duval County has escalated up to 16.1%, which is extremely high, which means it's very dangerous. 16% of all those being tested are coming back positive. So what does that mean for us here at Cypress Village? Same thing it's meant over the last 8 months, just a little bit heightened. We need to be very, very diligent about social distancing, hygiene, wear your masks. Do not take a risk at this point with the number of cases and the positivity rate being as high as it is. It's not worth it. We've made it this far. We've got the vaccine in hand, on site, or in arm. Let's do everything we can over the next 30 to 60 days to stay extremely safe. Because I can tell you the fangs of this virus are staring at Cypress Village right in the face, more so now than it has since the pandemic has started. We're seeing a lot of compression and a lot of pressure related to staffing, related to testing, related to vaccinations. If you can just imagine, this week alone, we're having to test 500 employees 2 times. That's 1,000 tests. We're having to not only administer, but also report. There's a lot of work that goes into that. It's not just the administration piece. Couple that with vaccinating over 600 residents over the course of 3 days. Again, it's not just a front-end administration of the vaccine, it's also the back end and the reporting, the coordination, the organization of it. It truly is a mammoth feat to accomplish. I am very proud of the team. I want to give Susan McLean a shout out and Katie Amador. They have really spearheaded this effort to get it to where it is. And by the end of this week, we expect to have over 600 of our IL residents to have at least their first injection of what we administered. There was a very large number of residents that went to their own healthcare provider, whether it be Mayo, Baptist, or the Prime Osborne Convention Center, that got it on their own as well. So I think we're going to be in good shape once we get the second injection here in a few weeks. But in between that time, I ask everybody, please, please, please do everything you can to keep yourself safe and your other residents and family safe as well. The other stress that we're seeing right now is the workforce. So stimulus checks just went out that hit mailboxes probably just earlier this week, which is a motivator for those not working that would potentially come to work at Cypress Village not to work longer. We know there's going to be a follow-up check that's going to hit mailboxes probably within the next few weeks. And then you've got tax return season. Those 3 are like a triple whammy in regards to us bringing in new people to work. Then you couple that with the testing frequency of 2 times a week of 500 employees. the chances and the statistics of us having more people test positive are going to be greater, which is going to put more pressure on those departments in which those positive tests come back. So I do ask all of our residents, please, please, as we said last week, and we're going to put in the newsletter this week, please be very patient, please be very kind, please be very understanding during this time, because there's nothing more important than us getting the vaccine to our residents and keeping Cypress Village safe. Everything's important, life is important, food is important, activities are important, transportation is important. However, we are using a lot of staff to cross over to do different things to keep everything moving. So just please bear with us, be patient, and together we will, again, get through this thing successfully. Flipping the page to something more positive, let's see whose birthday it is out there in Cypress Village today. Pull out my fantastic app. And today is the 15th, Katie? We don't have a birthday out in Cypress Village today. What are the chances of that? Tomorrow's the 16th, and guess what, Katie? We don't have a birthday on the 16th either. I don't think that's ever happened as far as I can remember. So let's go on to the 17th. We have 4 birthdays on the 17th. We have got Patricia Flock, Bob Murata, Christine Blue, and Sherilyn Jarosa. Miss Jarosa, happy birthday on the 17th, and to Christine, Bob, and Patricia. On the actually the 18th, we don't have any birthdays as well. We're going to skip over the 19th. We have Dick Schmidt, Janine Baker on the 19th. On the 20th, we've got 3 birthdays. We've got Carol Ashby, Margaret Bathke. Margaret, happy birthday to you. And Eric Taylor. On the 21st, we got James Parton and Bill Townsend. Happy birthday to you two. On the 23rd, we've got Greg Streeter and Ken Barber and Tinnen Froelich. Happy birthday to you all. I'm going to stop there. That's a week out. So reach out to those that have birthdays coming up and wish them a happy birthday. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Enjoy the cool winter weather. And take care. And thank you all for everything. Bye-bye.